I'm sure all of us have done some wrong in our life because we're not perfect. And all of us have been done wrong because people aren't perfect. But today I want to talk to you about some things when people do you wrong. When you do the most for people and they don't reciprocate that. When you put your everything for people and they act like you have done nothing for them. Trust me, I've been through it my whole entire life because I've been a person that's always been a giver. I've been a person in a position where I've given people opportunity, where I've given people a platform, where I've given people so many things. And then when you stop doing it for your valid reason, a lot of people switch up on you, right? And so I want to talk today about when people do you wrong. So I need to get about 2,000 more people on here, y'all, because I'm about to go in. I'm trying to yell too much because I'm out here in nature, trying to respect the rules of nature, because I know people are protecting their peace. But if you're ready for this message, I need you to drop a heart. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what city. I'm out here in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. And so let's go ahead and go, man. You know, I just want to talk to you about a few things and reasons why people do you wrong. Number one, when you leave somebody in your past, right? When you make a decision that says, you know what, this person isn't going to be a part of my life no more for whatever reason. And you don't have to explain your reason on here because that person gave you a reason for whatever it is. Maybe it wasn't nothing bad. Maybe you just outgrew that person, outgrew that circle, outgrew that friendship. But I'm telling you, when you leave a person in your past that still wants to be a part of your life, they will do anything. They will do you wrong. They will do anything to mess up your future. When you leave a person in your past that can no longer benefit from your life, when you have moved on from a person and you left them in your past, when they still want so much of your life, they still want to be around you because it's beneficial, right? They still want to say they're your friend because it opened up doors for them. But when you leave a person in your past that still wants to be in your life, they will do everything they can to mess up your future. Whether that's a relationship that tries to mess up your new relationship, whether that's a business partnership that tries to mess up, a business partner that tries to mess up your new opportunities by throwing salt in your name, by dragging your name through the mud, or maybe it's even friendships, right? And they spread lies and gossip about you to make your new friends, your new circle that's a part of your future, question your integrity, question your morals, question your character. But I want to tell you this, like my mom always told me, man, the best response to that is to keep on living. The best response is to have your character response. The best response is to take your life to the next level. Don't spend your life trying to persuade somebody to love you that's committed to misunderstanding you. Don't spend the rest of your life trying to get people to like you that's committed to misunderstanding you. And you got to understand that some of us, we allow a person in our past that's no longer a part of our life, that's no longer a part of our present, that's not helping us do anything, control so much of our life. It's a reason why they're a past friend. It's a reason why they're a past relationship. It's a reason why they're a past business partner. Because that's where they belong, in your past. Some of you are carrying people in your life, not physically, but spiritually and emotionally, that's supposed to stay in your past, that's supposed to be last season, that's supposed to have been years ago. You're carrying them in your now. You're allowing them, ooh, it's windy, physically, emotionally, to mess up your life. Oh, my hat, as the wind is blowing. Hold on. Right? You're allowing that. I'll tell you right now. Another thing, man, people will do you wrong, okay? When they see you as an opportunity, I want to be clear about this, man. When people see you as an opportunity, a matter of fact, let me talk about this one first. When someone hates their life, I always say this, you will never meet a happy hater. You will never meet a fulfilled hater. You will never meet somebody who truly loves their life, who's grateful for their life, that will sit here and try to ruin your life. I don't care if they like you or not. There's a lot of people that I don't like. I'm going to be real with you, but I don't spend any time trying to ruin their life because you know what? I'm grateful for mine. But I'll tell you right now, people will do you wrong when they hate their life. When they hate their life, I want you to understand this. When they hate their life, they will do anything, right, to make you not love yours. When they hate their life, they will do anything to make you not love yours. They'll make you feel insecure. They'll talk about you, spread lies about you, comment on your life, on your journey, saying you ain't gonna ever be nothing, you ain't nothing, you ain't doing nothing with your life. And we allow those lies from people that hate their own life to affect us. That's why I tell people online, can't nobody online send me a message or comment to me in my comment box about me, some hate that's gonna make me ever stop doing what I'm doing. I love my life to allow somebody who hates theirs make me hate my life. I love my life too much to allow somebody who hates theirs to make me hate my life. I love my life too much to allow somebody who hates their life make me start disliking mine. And a lot of us, what we do is we fall victim of it. You allowing people that ain't fulfilled, that are miserable, that ain't happy, to sit here and make you feel like your life ain't worth loving. You allow them to project their insecurities on you. And you adopt their insecurities. Another thing, so I'm almost at my car. I just want to check in with y'all today. Another thing, you have to understand this. I'm sorry it's so windy, y'all. When someone sees you as an opportunity, okay, and this is a side note, and I'm gonna try to wait till I get to my car so y'all can really hear me, so give me a second. Don't leave. Give me about 30 seconds. So this wind can die down, because I want y'all to hear this part. It's a beautiful day out here, man. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Every day above ground is a beautiful day. Praise God for it, man. You know, I've learned to praise God for my enemies, praise God for my hard times, praise God for it all, because as the Lord said, it's all working for your good when you love him. Perfect. All right, I'm in my car. So, all right. Let me say this real quick. Thank y'all for staying on here. I know this isn't the most ideal live because it's super windy, but I want to say this, man. Say this. When people see you as an opportunity, okay? My lips are, hold on, let me get some water. My lips are super dry. When people see you as an opportunity, and please understand this, because some of you don't even know that you're an opportunity, right? Sometimes people will see something inside of you that you don't even see in yourself yet. You might be an opportunity to a relationship connection. You might be an opportunity to something you don't even know, right? A lot of times, if you don't know, you're probably an opportunity to a connection they want from your life. And not everybody's like this, but when people do you wrong, and I know some of us have been here before, and I want to talk about this because I think it's very, very important. That's why it's so important, man, to not believe what people say and trust what people do. It's so important not to believe the presentation, but believe somebody's consistency and patterns. Anyways, when people see you as an opportunity, okay, they will do everything. They will do everything to convince you they're for you, okay, when they're really just for themselves. I want to repeat. When people see you as an opportunity, they will convince you. They will go over the top. You probably question, like, is this real? Like, this is too good to be true, because it probably is. They will do anything. They will do anything, right? When it says opportunity, they will do anything to convince you that they're for you when they're really just for themselves. I can speak for an hour on this, whether it's been companies that's come in my life, whether it's been people that come into my life. And unfortunately, I get this a lot because of my position, because of my platform. And I've had people literally in my life that have been around me every single day, right? That have really almost convinced me that they were for me, but they were really for themselves. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you how you know. When you choose you, you're going to see who's really for you. When you choose you, you're going to see who's really for you. When you do what's right for you, you're going to see who's really for you, because somebody who's truly for you will applaud you for doing what's right for you. Somebody who truly wants to see you win will applaud you for doing what's right for you to win. But what's going to happen once you stop being beneficial to them, or once that opportunity that they see in your life closes, you're going to see that they're really for themselves. And I've seen this over and over and over and over again. I've seen, like, literally, I pick people up from rock bottom, literally, to give them a platform, to give them a voice, to give them whatever it may be. because I believed in them. And I don't regret it because I know when you do things from your heart, I know when you plant seeds of goodness, God's going to bless you. So I never look for the reciprocation from man. Right? When I do something for people, I never look from reciprocation from man. I never look from the award from man. My dad told me this a long time ago. God's reward is better than man's reward. That's why my life is so blessed. And I'm not talking about followers. I'm not talking about what you may think I have. I'm talking about my life is blessed when you look around holistically. My life is blessed because I bless other people, not with any expectation in return. But one thing is for sure about me. I'm human. I'm not going to be used over and over and over again. And some of us, we fall victim to that because we allow people to butter us up. We allow people to literally secure our insecurities. What does that mean, Trent? I'm going a whole nother path. Secure your insecurities. When people, all right, I'm going to give y'all a master class right now, all right? I wish I would have talked about this at the beginning. But you guys that stayed on, you about to get a class right quick. I'll tell you right now, one of the tricks of somebody who really is not for you, that sees an opportunity, they will do anything to secure your insecurities. And don't overthink this, because this doesn't apply to all, but if you have a person that's always asking you questions about your life, right, and it seems a little off, they always asking you questions, they want to know everything about you, they want to know this, they want to know that. I'm not saying that it means this person wants to use you, but to me, it raises my antennas. Right? Because I'm like, does this person really care about me? Or are they just trying to figure out what I'm missing in my life so they can apply, they can fill the void on what I'm missing to make me think that they're really for me? Because one of the tricks of the enemy, and I want you to understand this, a lot of people don't understand this. One of the tricks of the enemy is that the enemy wants you to trust. Because when you trust, you open up your heart. When you trust, you let your guards down. When you trust, you give access to your life. It's like being at your house, right? You ain't gonna let nobody in your house. You ain't gonna let nobody in your house that you don't trust. But once you start trusting a person, like, okay, cool, go ahead and come in. You let them in your house, and it's the same thing with your life, the same thing with your soul. So what a lot of people do when they see you as an opportunity, they're gonna provide everything for you that seems right. They're gonna provide everything for you that you're missing in your life. They're gonna give you all of those things to take advantage of you, to gain your trust, because once they gain your trust, they can enter your life, and once they're in your life, they can ruin your life. That's how it works. So my antennas are always raising. So anybody who tries to come to me, here's some advice for you. Be real. Be from your heart. Because all of that fluff talk, all of that talk that's like, oh, I can do this and that. I'm telling you, a lot of people see you as an opportunity. You might not even know it because you ain't believing yourself that much. You're thinking like, I ain't no opportunity. Like what I have in my life. A lot of these people, man, they see things inside of you that you don't even see in yourself. And a lot of these people, they want to take advantage of you. Right? I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of us, we let our guard down too easily. And I'm not saying keep your guards up all the time, because you will keep great things for your life out when you do that. But you got to have discernment. One of the gifts that my mother, I feel like, passed on to me, my mother was a woman of discernment. I'm telling you, my mother can see somebody like Trent, he ain't for you. I'm gonna tell you right now, that person that's around you, nope. And I've had that gift, and I almost wish I don't have it, because I can see it from a mile away. And I'm like, dang, like I really wanted to believe this person was good. Like I really wanted to believe this person was real. I really wanted to believe this person, but I have discernment. You know what I mean? And I always pray for discernment. It's something that a lot of us don't pray for. The ability to be able to decipher what's real and what's fake, to pick apart what's fluff and what's not, right? To see through the pretty language and actually see what's real in people's hearts. And a lot of us fall for that. And we allow people to enter our life that ends up ruining our life. How many people in here, just drop a heart, you have allowed somebody at some point to enter your life that shouldn't have been there, and they have really ruined your life? Maybe ruined, with an ED, past tense, your life that you have to build yourself back from. All right? I know I can raise my hand with that. So I want to share that with y'all, man. Like, when people see it as an opportunity, like people that would do you wrong, they will see it as an opportunity, they will act like they're for you. They will act like they're for you. And they might spend I've had people spend a year calling me every day, a year calling me their brother, a year doing all of that stuff, right? Just to gain access because I had something that they needed. You know what I mean? And they knew me, right? They probably watched these lives. They knew me, so they knew what they could do. But my discernment said fake. My discernment said that ain't right. My discernment, sometimes I ignored my discernment. Every time I ignored my discernment, I put myself in a place where my heart got taken advantage of. But I don't harp on that, because even though my heart got taken advantage of, I still know me doing something good is going to be blessed by God. And I want to share that with y'all because some of us on this live, man, some of us on this live, you know, have been in that position. You're in that position, or you will be in that position, and it's tough. You know, I talk to God every night. I'm like, God, man, I wish I wouldn't have the ability to be discerned so much because it's hard for me to build real connections with people. It's very, very hard. And I'm just being open and honest. It's very hard for me to build real connections. And it's not because I don't trust people. I always say I trust everybody, but because I can always take my trust back. Like I'll give my trust away, but as soon as I see that something ain't right, I'll take my trust back before I put myself in a position for me to be hurt, you know? And I pray to God every night. I'm like, God, man, why did you create me like this? Like, why did you create me? And I'm my mother's son with that. And it's very, very hard because I'm always approached, right? Always approached with opportunity, always approached with this and that. And a lot of people have the best intentions in the world. You know what I mean? But there's some people that will act like they're for you when they're really for themselves. So I wanted to share that with you. So don't believe the presentation because people will present perfection to you. All right. And they studied you. They know exactly what you need. They know exactly what you want. They know exactly what you're missing. Right? Don't believe the perfection. Don't believe the potential. You might see something in somebody like, man, if we did this together, we can have all the potential in the world. I'm going to just be real. Sometimes even the greatest talents ain't the best fits for teams. Don't believe the potential. Believe the pattern. You know what I mean? Watch somebody's pattern. Watch when you don't give them what they want. How do they act? You know what I mean? When you're not a slave to their requests, how do they act? How do they carry themselves then? Do they still got the same love for you? Right? Do they still got the same love for you? Or does that love go missing? Right? When you choose you, do they still got the same love for you? Or do that love goes missing? When you do what's right for you, do they still got the same love for you? Or does that love go missing? And that's a big thing, man. And I don't understand it. I'm not saying I've never done people wrong in my life, because I'm sure I have, right? I know I have. But I've never done people wrong, like intentionally, like to take advantage of somebody. Like, oh, I see somebody, I want what they got. I'm going to use them so I can get this and get that. I see that person's position, so I want to get next to them so I can put myself in position to win and use them. I have never been like that. Because if I have to use somebody else's life, right, to make my life better, I don't want it. I don't want it because I believe a genuine relationship is better than something that's fake. You know what I mean? Something that's fake. So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I just never thought like that. I never been that way. You know, that's why it's very, very, very hard for me, just being open and transparent right now, for me to build real connections with people. You know what I mean? I hate that I'm like this, but I'll be real. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, what does this person want from me? And it sucks, but my whole entire life, y'all have to realize I've been a person in position. You know, I just have, you know, from the NFL to everything. And I've seen it all. That's why I talk about relationships so much, because I read an article on NBC, I believe, or CNBC recently. And it confirms what I've been teaching y'all like the last 13 years. It talked about, it said, the most successful people, the highest thing isn't emotional intelligence. It's relational intelligence, right? The most successful people, when I talk about success, I talk about peaceful, happy, fulfilled people. They have relational intelligence, meaning that they know exactly, you know, who they need in their life, what they don't need in their life. They know exactly who's who in their life. They know exactly, they can separate, oh, that's a friend. That's a real friend. Oh, that's just an associate. Oh, that's somebody who just wants to use me. Oh, that's somebody who really needs my help. Oh, that's somebody I can be mentored by. Oh, that's somebody I can mentor. A person that lives a fulfilled life is very good with discerning those things. And I take pride in that. And the things that I've put the things that I put myself in where I feel like I've gotten taken advantage of, I don't regret it, because I know that I've helped people in some way. And I know God is always going to bless me. And he always has. He always has. I'm just not good with being used. And I don't think nobody is. Like, I preach kindness all the time. I will be kind to every person, but I will not be used. I'll be used by God, not people. You know what I mean? And that's always been my motto. But I want y'all to really think about that. Like, I know we kind of went in a different direction on this live, but I want y'all to think about that. I made a TikTok about this too, like the 5 people that want to hurt your life or whatever. So you can look at my TikTok at Trent Shelton. But I really want y'all to get better in relational intelligence, like understand the relationship. That's why I've talked about that so much. It's not about intimate relationships, y'all. I know a lot of y'all think, oh, Trent's talking about my marriage or my boyfriend, girlfriend. No, like I'm talking about holistically relationships, like your friends, your business partners, your associates, your relationships. Like that's why I've always talked about those things, because those are the things that are closest to you is your relationships, you know? And if you don't have a good sense of how to build relationships, how to disconnect from relationships, how to connect stronger with relationships, you're going to live a very hard life. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to discern, like, this is my tribe, this is somebody who's for me, or they have the right values, or they pretend to have the right values. Okay, I really see who they are and what they are. Like, if you don't really understand these things, you're going to live a tough life. And unfortunately, you know, sometimes your circle ends up being small. You know, I wish I could have a big circle, but my circle is small. When my circle got smaller, my vision got clearer. You know, the smaller my circle got, the more impact that my team made. Because you know why? There's not, well, I'm going in. There's not strength in numbers necessarily. There's strength in honor. There's not strength in numbers necessarily. There's strength in loyalty. We saw in the movie 300. Like, there's not strength in numbers all the time. There can be, but that's not the case. You can have all the numbers in the world, but if you have no camaraderie, if you don't have people who really care for each other and all those numbers, it's going to break down. It's going to get exposed. And I realized that real quick, that when my circle went from a swirl to almost a dot, we ended up doing more things, impacting the world more, moving more, progressing more. Like, my team is small, y'all, but we have loyalty, we have honor, we have caring for each other, as if we care for our own lives too. Like, you know what I mean? I really care about the people around me. Like, I would give my life for the people around me. And I know they would do the same. And when you have strength in, when you realize strength is in loyalty and honor, then that's when you make a big impact. That's why I've been talking about this since day one. I'm glad I seen that article. Like, that is the number one thing people have to have in their life in order to be successful. In order to be successful is have the right relationships around you. Have the right people around you. Have the right tribe around you. If your tribe don't inspire you, man, you ain't got the right people around you. And I just hate to say that. Like, a part of being relational intelligence is understanding, like, yeah, that person might not have done you wrong. That person might be a good person. But you got to understand if that person is still good for you or not. There's a lot of good people in this world that's not good for me. There's a lot of people that I'm not good for. Right? There's a lot of great people in this world that's not great for you. So you have to understand these things. And when you understand these things, right, it doesn't make you cold-hearted. It doesn't make you stuck up. It doesn't make you, you change. None of that stuff. You just realize, okay, where I want to go in my life, the peace I want to feel in my life, this is what I want to surround my life around, and who I want to surround my life around. This is who I want to do life with. Right? I'm not interested in continuing to, I'm not going to say that, because I'm not going to say I don't want to build new friends, right? I'm not saying that. But I found my tribe. You know what I mean? And I continue to find new people in my tribe, by, like, even in nature. I'll find people out here that is my tribe in nature because they like to be out here, right? You can have different tribes for different areas of your life. But the point I'm trying to make to you is this. Like, if you don't have people in your life, man, like when you winning or when you choose you do things for you. For example, one of my, I don't like to call her an assistant, right? She's somebody on my team, somebody I work with. I call her my unicorn, right? She was sick today, like had a stomach ache, but she still wanted to come out here and record content for me. And I said, no. I said, why? I said, rest up. And I need you at your best. You know what I mean? That's a good tribe. You know, I'm not a boss that's going to be like, nah, come out here anyway, because I need this done. No, I want you to rest up because I care about you. I care about you being your best. I need you to be your best because I care for that person. And that's when we need people around, people who truly care for us, that care for our mental health, that care for our families, that care about the things that you love. Like, I adopt people's families, not literally, but like, if that's your family and you my family, your family is my family. They need something, I'm there. No questions asked. I'm there. But we lost that because we've been building all these unsolid relationships, that we build relationships off of fickle things. We build relationships because, oh, that person has an opportunity, so let me get around that person. Oh, that person looks good, so let me hang around that person. Oh, this person, it'll look good for my social media, so let me be around this person. Oh, I want to hang around this person because they big on social media, so it'll make me bigger. And you build you build things that ain't solid. That ain't solid. You know what I mean? So for me, I would rather be around people that are happy when I'm winning, that's going to be there in my midnight hour if I need them. This year taught me a lot, losing my mom and all of that. Like, the people was really there for me, because that exposed a lot to me, to be real with you. A lot. Because I thought a lot, I'm like, dang, like, where everybody at? That exposed a lot to me. I'd rather have people that I know I can count on than be around people that just, it's a good look, or I'm a good opportunity. They're a good opportunity for me. You know what I mean? When you truly get to the bottom of like understanding relationships, it's your life. I'm going to tell you right now, and there's an exception to every rule, but some of you that are depressed, some of you, I know you can be clinically depressed, y'all. I know that, I understand that. Some of you, though, that feel like you ain't happy about your life, check your circle, man. Check the people around you, because I refuse to I refuse to have people around me that are depressed and not happy. I refuse to allow them to stay that way, right? With people around me, not refuse to have them around me, but I refuse to have them stay that way. They're not going to be depressed. I'm going to do whatever I can to pull them out their pit. I'm going to do whatever I can to inspire them. I'm going to do whatever I can to speak life into them. I'm going to do whatever I can to help them. I'm going to do whatever I can to give them the opportunity, right? Not because I need a thank you, Trent. It's because I believe that you would do that for me. And if you don't have people in your life that would do the same for you as you would do for them, and vice versa, you might want to check your circle. You might want to check your relationship. You got to question if they would even be there for you. Why are they around you? Why are they around you? If you got to question if they would give you a helping hand, I'm not talking about using them, right? But if they would give you a helping hand when you need it, why are they around you? Why? Like, life is too short. Life is too short. And some people might not understand. I had people hit me up about a relationship they saw, like a friendship, and like, man, why you ain't around? It looked good from the outside. Because it might have looked good on the outside, but I know what it really was. And I refuse to keep people around me that I know that really, really ain't for me. And I hope that people would do the same for me. If you know I really, really ain't for you, I hope that you will remove me from your life. Because life is too short for fake connections, for fake friendships, any of that stuff. You know what I mean? So some of you need to do some surgery and remove some things from your life. If you're not at a place where you want to be, you might want to look around your life. Because I promise you, when you get in an environment, the environment will change you, or you will change the environment. If you were with me sitting in this seat right here every single day, your mindset would change. I guarantee you. Or you're going to change my mindset, either one. But the environment will change you. Some of us are in an environment that doesn't serve our life, man. And I don't care if you're the most beautiful flower in the world. I don't care if you're the most beautiful flower in the world. The wrong flower, the right flower in the wrong environment won't produce a good harvest. I will say that again. And guys, use common sense, man. I'm not trying to, I just use common sense. Use common sense when it comes to these things. If you've been questioning for the last 13 years, the last 3 years, if this person cares about me, is this person for me? Use common sense, right? If they put more questions in your life than answers, use common sense. Okay, I'm just being real with you. And I know it's not as easy as that, but at some point, it is, right? Somebody has shown you that they ain't for you. Why you keep thinking they for you? I'm just being real. I know you want to believe they might be. I know your voids want to believe that they might be. I know your loneliness might want to believe that they might be. I know your stronghold might want to believe that they might be. But if you keep asking the question, you got your answer. It's facts. It ain't that hard. And I get it. It's not as easy as that, but it's not that hard. If you keep asking those same things over and over and over and over again, you got your answer. But it comes to a point in your life, man, where you got to make a decision because life is too short for that. Life is too short for that. Life is too short to live miserable. I refuse to live in a box for anybody. I refuse to live miserable for anybody. I refuse to live like that. I refuse to keep a fake connection friendship because I'm afraid of the friction and live my life for somebody that won't even be at my funeral probably. Won't even probably shed a tear. I refuse to do that. I refuse. And people might call you cold-hearted. Oh, you shouldn't preach that. I refuse that because I'm telling you, what you allow around your life continuously will end up becoming your life, period. Will end up becoming your life. And I'll leave with this. I believe it's Bob Goff's quote. I believe he said this. It doesn't matter where you're planted. It matters where you're watered. Please understand that. It don't matter where you plant it. Some of us can be planted in the best environment ever. But if we ain't getting water in that best environment, we ain't going to grow. We ain't going to grow. Some of us can be planted in an environment that we might not think is for us, but really is. And we get watered with the right things and we grow. So if you ain't getting watered, okay, if you ain't getting watered, whatever that means for you, what's water, Trent? Support. That's water. What's water, Trent? Being there for you. That's water. What's water, Trent? Doing the right things by you. Praying for you. When you even asking for prayer. Holding you down, right? Making sure nobody talking behind your back and gossiping on your name. Some of you, man, here I go. Some of you are around people literally that, some of you are around people, and I said I wasn't going to be here long, but I'm going in. Some of you, for all y'all stayed, great. Some of you are around people, I'm going to be honest with you. You're around people that always bring gossip to you about you. You're around people that's always telling you what this person said about you. You're keeping that person in your life. That person that's comfortable enough to hear gossip about you, then bring it to you. To hear somebody talking about your name, they comfortable enough to sit there and hear it. Take it, the information, and then comfortable enough to bring it to you. I'm going to tell you right now, that is a no-fly zone for me. You will not be comfortable telling me information about myself if you didn't say anything to that person about talking about me. Some of you are allowing people in your life that sit there and be entertained by drama about you, be entertained by people talking down your name, and then they bring it to you telling about who talked about you. That's the person you don't need in your life. And even that person talking about you, the person that's bringing it to you, that's the person that you don't need in your life, and you keep that person in your life. If somebody is comfortable enough to sit there and allow somebody to talk down in your name, I'm going to tell you right now, you will never talk down on anybody's name that I love in front of me. Facts. Facts. And I ain't going to do no Will Smith stuff, right? But facts, you will never talk down on anybody I love. I won't listen to it. I won't tolerate it. I won't entertain it. And just in general, I don't believe in, if you got something to say it to that person. If somebody I love or I care about, somebody that I know, I will not allow somebody to talk down on somebody. Because I'm going to go back to that person and say, hey, listen, man, I won't even tell that person. There's people in my life that I ain't reporting information to. You know why? Because I checked them. I ain't got to report it because I checked them. I handled it because I care about that person. So some of you asking if people care about you, but yet they're allowing people to talk about you. And you ask, Trent, how do I know? There's your answer. There's your answer. There's your answer, because I'm telling you, if they bring it to you about you, then they probably join in on the conversation. They probably joining in on the conversation. Or it's going to be a person that once you wake up and realize that they ain't for you, they're going to start talking about you anyway. Anyway. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, and we keep asking this question like, oh, how do I know if they for me or da-da-da-da. You know. You know. Right? You with it. It ain't just as easy, right? You got to deal with them saying this and this about you, whatever, man. But I'm willing to accept whatever comes with whatever when it comes to me protecting my life, protecting my soul, and protecting my peace. I'm willing to accept whatever comes with that. Whatever comes with that. But I've seen that many times. I've literally cut people out of my life. And that sounds like such a strong word, But I have cut people out of my life when people know that's a rule for me. Like, if you better not ever bring something to me about me, right? If you bring something to me about me, you better tell me what you did or said to that person for saying that about me. That's one of the quickest ways to get out of my life, right? Because if you truly love me, man, if you truly love somebody, you would never allow a person to disrespect them, ever. And you wouldn't sit there like it was all good. I'm not even comfortable enough to sit in a room where people are disrespecting somebody else. I literally would get up and walk out the room. Literally. But we don't go by those principles no more. You know what I mean? So if you ain't got people around you that you for sure know are like that, you ain't got the right people around you. You know, I was at my daughter's, and I gotta be careful because there might be some people watching this that was there, but I was at my daughter's cheerleading thing, and I was like, Lord Jesus. It was like a lot. I'm not saying men gossip too. A whole bunch of women just gossiping, talking about their best. I knew more information about their best friends, and I didn't know their best friend. Talking about them. I'm like, damn. And I'm sure they gonna call them right on the phone. Hey girl, what you doing? I just checking on you, talking about them. Bad. You know what I mean? Bad. Talking about their relationship. Bad. Like, it's a sad place in a sad world. You know what I mean? When we do that. Like, if you feel that way about somebody, cool, nothing wrong with that. Just don't keep your life around them. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, man, I got to get back to the crib. And I know we talked about a lot today, but I just hope that helped you build some relationship like intelligence, man. Because again, the most successful people in this world have that, right? They have discernment. They know where to place people. They know when somebody's just an associate, right? They know when somebody is a friend. They know when somebody's just somebody that's a stranger, right? They know. And you got to be able to know those things if you want to have a successful, you want to be successful holistically, emotionally, physically and spiritually. So yeah, I know I got fired up today, man. I wasn't even planning on getting this fired up, but I'm very passionate about that because I see so many people's lives get ruined because of that. And I see so many people, even want to kill themselves because of that. Like, some of y'all ask, like, Trent, why are you so passionate about this? Don't you? I wish y'all, like, I'm telling you, like, I get a message every single day about somebody saying that, I'm sure this live is going to be one that your message helped me not kill my life. Like, I need to hear that. That's why I'm so passionate about this, man. Like, this stuff is real. And I don't even think it's like people being bad. I just think it's the enemy using people, right? People need money, so they're going to try to, when they want your spot, when they want your spot because they think that they deserve your spot. And that's another thing too, man. Some of y'all got people in your life that's counting your blessings, and they believe that those blessings should be theirs. Some of y'all got people in your life that ain't inspired by what you got. They want what you got. They want your spot. And they going to do anything they can to make you lose that position, right? Some of y'all allowing people to, and listen, again, take what you need, leave what you don't, right? There's exceptions to every rule, but some of y'all allowing people to speak into your, okay, I'm not even gonna say it. Some of y'all got friends that may be talking about your relationship because they want your relationship. They trying to trick you out your position. That's why I said you gotta know who's speaking into your life. You got to know, because some people ain't planting seeds of greatness in your life. They ain't planting seeds of faith. They plant seeds of doubt. They plant seeds of insecurity so they can get what you got. Some people are jealous by what you have, so they want what you got. Some people want your spot, so they will do anything they can to make you lose that position. Some people at your job want your position, right? Want your spot, so they're going to put you in a situation to make you trick off your position. And y'all ain't even know it. Hey, let's go out, let's do this, and let's do that. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen it in sports. I've seen it in the business world. I've seen it in the personal world. That's a big bird. Dang, it's a big bird. I've seen it. And I'm telling you, man, be careful. Be aware. Some people are jealous and envious of what you have. They believe that what you have, they deserve. I'm giving y'all everything. Listen to people's language. Listen to what they say. That's why I'm not really a talker, Besides this, I promise you, you've met me in person, I'm an introvert. And people don't believe it. I say it all the time. People don't even believe when I'm on this live that really, like, they know me outside. Like, Trent, how are you like so passionate on live, but in person, you don't say one word? You know why? Because I listen. When you listen, you can hear how full of stuff people are. People will talk their way into their lives. They will. That's why I just listen. I sit back and listen. Because when you ain't pretending, you ain't got to keep up with your lies. Right? You ain't got to remember what you said last week. You ain't got to throw in a little, you know what I mean? And if you just listen and allow people, if you decide to be, I'm going to tell you one thing that changed your life and I'm off here. If you decide to be a better listener, right? If you decide to be the listener in every relationship that you're in, just be the listener. Just listen. Just listen. Just sit back. Just don't talk much. Like, hold it in. I know you want to give your 2 cents, but just listen. And you're going to see how full of stuff people are, right? And you're going to get a lot of information that you wouldn't have got. A lot of people, they don't listen. They just hear, right? They do listen. They don't understand, though. They don't listen to understand. They listen to reply. And that's how a lot of times we don't see what's coming, because we always trying to reply. We don't listen. Sit back and listen, and it will change your life. If you become a better listener, your life will change, because you're going to see if people are really for you. As I always say, stop being so quick to jump into things. Stop being so quick because you're persuaded by perfection, by presentation, by somebody's potential. Stop being so quick to jump into things. Sit people on ice, because if somebody really wants to be with you, if somebody really wants to be in your life, somebody really believes in you, they will allow you to take your time, right? And making decisions. If somebody's always like, you got to make a decision, I'm telling you, they're probably trying to use you. Sit people on ice. And when it's real, they'll stay cold. But when it's not real, they'll melt. When you sit people on ice, and I've seen it over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I tell my daughters, as they're young right now, don't rush into anything. Sit people on ice. If that person really cares about you, sit them on ice. Tell my son, if that person really cares about you, you'll see over time, right? It always gets exposed when it's real. So, all right, y'all, I really got to go. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And Nature Shells is back, as you can see, man. I feel great. I feel good. And just praise God, man. I've been praising God my whole run, just thanking him for everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, the good. My friends, I don't even know if I have enemies, but haters, people, supporters, all of that. I thank God for it all, because at the end of the day, I believe it's all working for our good in some form, some fashion. Like, I wouldn't be able to sit here on live for 40 minutes to talk about this if I never went through anything. So I thank God for everything I went through, so I can be able to give to you to help you get through. So I love you. I appreciate you. Like always, it all starts with you. Below, I know a lot of you are already a part of it, but if you want to be a part of my text community, Daily Inspiration, join it. It is me sending it out to you. It is me, but I can't respond to everybody. Like, literally, it's on my phone. I'll respond to as many as I can. But if you're looking just to get a response from me, don't sign up, because I probably won't be able to do it. It's 100,000 people on there. So, but I will definitely be sending in some inspiration tonight. And it's just a little message, man. It might help you. You might know somebody who might needs the message. So feel free to forward the text. But if you want to just be a part of that, it's free. Not free for me, guys. So, but it's free for you guys. Join it. It's rehab time. What'd she say? That's like the Wicked Witch of the West. Are they even melting? It's like, hallelujah. Kimberly, you're right. It's like the Wicked Witch of the West. You're right. Exactly. Remember she started melting? Exactly. Maybe that's where I got it from. But literally, like, people will melt once you don't give them what they really are using you for. You know what I mean? Genuine people, they won't melt, right? Genuine people will continue to heat up and become better with you and just grow with you when they're truly genuine. But, you